For much of the year, millions of people in Asia await the arrival of the monsoon as one who waits for rain after a long drought. This phenomenon not only conditions the agricultural cycles and water supply, but also the history of civilizations that settled in the region. Today we will explore a new approach to the origin of the Asian monsoon and its relationship with the Tibetan Plateau. Before we begin, I invite you to subscribe to the channel and give like to this video. Your support is fundamental to continue creating interesting content on climate and geological issues. Now let us delve into this fascinating research that reveals how geology has influenced our current climate. A recent study, published in the journal NPJ Climate and Atmospheric Science, proposes that the rising of the Tibetan Plateau and the Himalayan mountain system were decisive in the formation of the Asian monsoon. This phenomenon, resulting from an ancient tectonic collision, changed the thermal balance of the atmosphere, displacing the rains to the north. Researchers have shown that strengthening the monsoon depended on the Tibetan Plateau exceeding 3.5 kilometers of altitude, which occurred between 27 and 38 million years ago. This change was crucial to altering precipitation patterns in the region. The tectonic collision between the Indian plate and the Eurasian one was the beginning of this process. This orographic survey caused the formation of the Himalayas and the expansion of the Tibetan Plateau. As the altitude of Tibet increased, the monsoon began to spread from East Asia to the south, affecting countries such as India and Southeast Asia, thanks to the thermal effect of the plateau. The reorganization of the intertropical convergence zone, where the largest amount of seasonal rains is concentrated, also played an important role. As the atmosphere over Tibet warmed up, this rain band migrated northwards, carrying with it the monsoon rains and affecting the climate of the region. Researchers found that the closing of the Neotitis Ocean and the contact between tectonic plates were secondary factors in comparison to the rising of Tibet. This discovery highlights the importance of the altitude of the Tibetan Plateau in the evolution of the monsoon system. A key finding of the study is that the monsoon acquired its modern form only when the mean elevation of Tibet exceeded 3.5 kilometers. This thermal contrast between the Earth's surface and the upper atmosphere acts as a motor of the monsonic system, regulating the duration and intensity of the wet season. However, not only has tectonics influenced monsoon, from the medium Miocene the concentration of CO2 in the atmosphere began to play a relevant role. As CO2 levels decreased, so did the amount of water vapor available, affecting the intensity of the rains. Geological data support climate simulations, showing a relationship between erosion and rainfall intensity over millions of years. Although there are many factors at stake, these findings reinforce the importance of understanding how the Asian monsoon was formed. Today, the Asian monsoon is a crucial climate system that supplies water to almost half of the world's population. Understanding its formation is not only relevant from a scientific point of view, but can also help us anticipate future climate changes. The authors conclude that the Tibetan Plateau was not only a geological event, but it profoundly transformed the climate of Asia. This tectonic collision, which occurred more than 30 million years ago, continues to condition the rains that affect billions of people each summer.